everybody, and welcome to iReadit, bringing you your daily dose of the internet for Monday, August 27th, 2018. I am Michael Schwahn.
And I am Klaus Shave.
Please remember, everybody, you can help support our show by going to patreon.com/dailyinternet, picking up some of our merchandise in the link below. If you would like to leave us feedback or have anything that you'd like us to talk about, whether it is news or a random pop topic or whatever, whether it's recent or old, doesn't matter, anything at all, send it to us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, or Reddit. All of those are at iRedditCast. So, Mr. Shave, how are you today?
Very fuzzy, so quite the ironic name. No, I'm all right. I was late for work today because I overslept.
Good work.
Yeah, I felt very good about the day starting off. You know.
Yeah.
I got to work, and I proceeded to not be able to do any files or any copy requests because it was Monday, so we had a ton of people.
Yay!
But the lady who had her kid, like, she was recently, I guess no longer pregnant, finally came back after maternity leave, like a week early.
Well, damn.
Yeah.
How was your weekend, though?
Weekend was pretty good. Played a whole shit ton of D&D.
Yeah, you're here on Friday, all day Saturday, all day Sunday, too?
Almost all day Sunday.
Yeah.
Majority of Sunday. It was a good 6 hours.
Well, how you feel about that?
All right. You know, it was pretty good. I feel like I got a lot done in the campaigns, at least. Not so much around my house, which I really should have been paying attention to.
How could you, sir?
Yeah, I mean, shit happens, really, and that's going to be words I live by until I die.
Good luck with that.
5.
Plastic straw ban. Cigarette butts are the single greatest source of ocean trash.
Now, this was submitted by Cave Prisoner to Our Politics.
Yep, so we've talked multiple times, actually, recently in regards to different
Trash.
cities and countries.
I mean, we do talk about
trash. I mean, being
we do
covered
talk
in
about
trash.
my love life a lot.
Oh, well, I mean, there's a difference between trash and just not existing.
Damn, that's true. Instead, we do talk about me a lot.
Oh, well, you're not trash.
Wow.
You want to know who's trash?
What?
Tony. You know why? Because he literally names himself trash in every video game, so that, especially in multiplayer ones, so that when he kills someone, they get informed you were killed by trash.
Pretty good. That's pretty fucking good.
Yeah, so he's trash, not you.
Damn.
You're
Well, I mean, I'm sure more than one I'm sure there's more than just a single thing of trash. I'm pretty sure he's not the sole reason we are so polluted with trash, because he is the biggest, like, giant trash. I don't think that that's the case, Michael.
In fact,
I feel like there could be more than one piece of trash.
Yeah, but you're too busy being Mojo Cujo.
Yeah, that's true. At least at the moment.
Anyway.
Because, you know, yara.
So, while we've talked several times recently regarding the ban of plastic bags or plastic straws in different parts of the world, the next thing that environmentalists and activists are taking a look at is cigarette butts. Because they actually are the #1 man-made contaminant that is in the ocean.
And there's a ton of them.
Because there are millions of them all the time.
Like, all right, so each pack comes with, like, what?
20.
20? And a person will go through a pack, like, what, sometimes a day?
Sometimes, yeah.
That's fucking crazy.
Yep.
There's so many cigarette butts. You should just do filterless. You are saving the environment by killing yourself faster.
Yeah, but the reason that nothing has been done about this is purely for the sake of the enjoyment and the satisfaction of the people that smoke. Because they've tried to do different kind of filters. They've tried to do filters that were made out of different things, but it either made the smoke too harsh or it completely, like, diminished the taste of whatever they were smoking. And the other part is that they've tried to do other types of engagement of, you know, we'll let you smoke these filters, but we're going to try and do all these different things to keep the butts where we want them to be. And
I know where I want butts.
The problem that they've ran into, though, is that part of, at least according to the people that they talk to, part of the smoking experience is the enjoyment of the final flick, of flicking the butt away.
Yeah, it's like, get out of here. And you sometimes you flick it into people's face because you're disrespectful.
So, not much effort or headway has been made. And
Yeah,
since
that should
nobody
really
is...
get fixed. Oh, no.
Well, there has to be a larger amount of people that take notice and want something to change in that aspect, because the government hasn't gotten involved on a very large scale anywhere in regards to the ban or the requirement of changing the way that cigarette filters are made or used or utilized. And so with no one trying to change it, nothing will change. And they've actually already made an alternative to it. There's already an alternative that it completely biodegrades quickly on land and almost immediately in water, but they cost more. They cost more to make, and
So, I mean, it's more expensive cigarettes.
Well,
I feel like at this point, we should really just do it anyways because cigarette smoking's so bad for you, and fuck cigarette smokers.
Well, if the price of cigarettes goes up, less people will buy them, which is bad for the tobacco companies, and they'd have to pay more for those biodegradable filters. So unless something says you have to do this, they're not going to.
Well, I mean, that's fair, but should really have it on a government level be put forth. I mean, it's not going to happen because tobacco lobbyists, but I would love for it to happen.
You want to know what that new filter is made out of, by the way, Nathan?
Hemp?
Yep, you got it.
You best fucking believe it's made out of hemp. It's because hemp is the miracle fucking plant.
Hemp, tensile, wood pulp, and it is bound together by a natural starch.
I don't see why we're not funding this more. It would be so much cheaper if we just mass-produced hemp anyways.
Yeah, but progress is slow. Change is even slower. Or maybe in reverse. Change is slow, progress is slower. I don't know.
Change is near non-existent.
Yeah.
4.
500-kilogram World War II bomb successfully defused after 18,500 evacuated in the German city of Ludwigshafen.
This was submitted by Green Flash to Our World News.
Green Flash. Is that a thing?
Yeah, I mean, I'm certain the Flash has gotten a Green Lantern ring at some point. Like, who fucking hasn't?
Sure, fair enough. All right, anyway. So, this actually isn't that uncommon of a thing, especially after the sheer number of bombs that were dropped in World War II. They were busy, essentially, they're getting ready to build something there. A construction work was there, clearing the ground, getting it ready to put a foundation down, when they discovered a 500-kilogram bomb.
Whoa, that's a lot.
That's a big one. And it's so big that it actually, takes up an entire pallet.
Oh my god.
Yeah. And so
I bet the thing would have fucking mass exploded.
They contacted authorities, and the authorities came and took a look at it and were like, that bomb's still armed. That's still live ammunition. Oh no. Oh no. So they evacuated the town and then sent the bomb squad in, which it took them about 2 hours, but they did get the bomb successfully defused and carted away.
Yeah, that's fucking awesome though. Like not in like a that's super cool kind of sense, but it kind of is. That's like it brings awe. Like that is fucking awesome.
Yeah, by the original definition of the word awesome, it inspires awe.
Exactly. I would have loved to be just around there, watching that shit go down.
Part of me with your normal behavior heard, I would have loved to be around that shit when it went off.
That's a little too much.
Even for you?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I would have loved to have been, sitting on it, but it's beyond the point.
Sit on it and spin?
It's kind of like How You Learn to Love the Bomb. You just kind of ride that.
What is that from?
It is like from one of the first movies ever fucking made.
Okay.
Dr. Strangelove.
Yeah, I couldn't remember what the reference was, but yeah, you're right. Okay. Anyway.
Ha! My roommate left his noodles up here.
Ha! Get wrecked, nerd.
Yeah.
Sucks to suck. Nathan's
I would eat it, but I can't.
Oh, they have palm in it?
Yeah.
Dang. I'm sad for you. I was like, Nathan's gonna eat it now. Wrong.
Yeah.
Wrong.
3.
Mass shooting at Madden tournament in Jacksonville, Florida.
Oh, this was submitted by Shellis to our news.
And?
Fedre?
Yeah, it sounds about right.
Padre to our gaming.
So, a 24-year-old white male went into the Good Luck Have Fun game bar in Jacksonville, Florida. He had a semi-automatic handgun, ended up killing 2 people plus himself, so 3 total if you want to include him as a person. 8 other people were wounded. 3 others had received injuries from trying to flee the scene.
That's a lot of people.
Well, it wasn't a very big game bar.
Do we know what was the motive?
We don't know for certain, but witnesses at the game bar, he had been there actually competing in the Madden NFL tournament and got really angry when he lost.
Oh, so it was just salt driven.
Well, not necessarily entirely. There are some people that are taking that direction of video games cause violence. He had actually at one time been incarcerated for mental illness. So while, the anger of losing might have been part of it, that wasn't the entirety of what was going on here.
Oh. Well, I hope they really find out. And wait, is the suspect dead?
He killed himself.
I want to know. I want to know what pushed the man.
I don't know, but the 2 people who passed away are Eli Clayton and Taylor Robertson. I'm sorry.
I had read that it was 3, but it's good to know that it was only 2.
It is 3 people, one of which is
I guess
shooter.
he counts, yeah.
I mean, if you want to count him, that's entirely up to you.
It didn't occur to me when it said that 3 people died that he was counted as one of them.
Yeah. There's 2 main things that are being discussed as a result of this. One is one thing that's been being discussed for way too long, which is gun control in general. Especially because this doesn't fit the narrative of assault rifles. He had a semi-automatic handgun. There's also the problem of, was he legally allowed to get a semi-automatic handgun if he had actually been incarcerated for mental illness? Like, shouldn't that have been one of the things that was
that should have been a definite red flag.
Should have been, wasn't. But we also don't know at this point in time if the gun was even legally attained or anything like that. The other part of the conversation that's been taking place is around esports in general. And not that esports are bad or anything like that, but because of the general current perception of esports, most professional esports events have little to zero security, despite there being millions of dollars in prize money on the line, people who are literally celebrities within their groups. And so they're raising the question of why is there not security at these massive events? Because we feel like there should be, especially because there are ravenous fans that will straight up mob these people.
Yeah, I feel like at events you can definitely go for some security.
Well, the problem there is cost.
Even then, even if it's just some benign event, a little bit of something,
And while I don't have the information of what level of play this particular tournament was, I mean, it was the Madden Championship, but I also have no idea what that necessarily means. But apparently there was hundreds of gamers that were taking place in this tournament. Don't know what the prize pool was, but it was taking place in essentially a very large pizza parlor that was focused specifically towards gaming. And the pizza parlor probably would have been the ones that would have needed to hire security, but I'm not sure what level that would cost. So I'm not sure on what level we can ask event organizers.
Yeah, I guess that would be like us asking some people up here like Banky to get security for local Tekken tournaments.
Right. Or I mean, they have a very minor level of security at SenshiCon, but even that isn't quite up to par of what would necessarily be sufficient most of the time.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think it's a very difficult thing for some tournaments, especially the ones on a very large scale, like we see for like the Dota championships, the League of Legends championships and stuff, where they are selling out entire arenas.
I'm sure there's tons of fucking security.
I would hope so, but I mean, hearing from some of the competitive esport people, like one of the most popular is Summit1G. He's a very popular streamer, very professional CS:GO player. He constantly talks about how little security there is even at the massive Counter-Strike tournaments.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate. There's fucking extremists in every fashion, including video games.
Right. So, but this is just unfortunate, and there's not a whole lot to say about it beyond that.
Fingers crossed that,
Something happens.
Something happens.
2,
Trump rejected plans for a White House statement praising McCain.
This is submitted by VW Boy as fuck 1 to our politics.
So if you didn't hear yet, Senator John McCain passed away on Saturday. He had refused further treatment for his brain cancer on Friday and then promptly passed away the next day. He died at the age of 81, and the world around has actually taken a very large amount of a step forward to offer their respect to John McCain. I mean, he not only was a public servant, but he was also a veteran, a prisoner of war, and went through a very large number of things in his life purely for the sake of the country. Like, there was even a statement from the jailer in Vietnam sending his respects. The dude
that's real something,
Yeah, the dude that had him in his prison was like, yeah, he was a really cool dude. It's really sad that he's gone.
Sorry for torturing you,
Right.
Sorry you can't raise your arms above a certain level.
Like, that's an insane level of respect when the person that tortured you for years because you were a prisoner of war is like, oh, dang, I need to make a public statement about how awesome that guy was.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it was then released that there was supposed to be an official White House statement brought to you by the press secretary, Sarah Huckabee Sanders, about John McCain and how good of a person he was. Trump rejected that statement, said that he didn't want to put it out, and instead decided that he wanted to go forward with just a simple tweet from his own personal Twitter account.
And Instagram. And when he did, fucking tweeted or Instagrammed a picture
Of himself. Yep.
With a quote from himself saying, my condolences.
Beyond that, even going further, it is also tradition that the flag, upon the death of a senator, the flags will be lowered at half-mast from the day of their death until the date of their internment, so when they are buried. And Trump had the flag lowered at the White House for less than 48 hours before it was returned to full staff.
Which, by technicality, he did it within the allotted time that's supposed to be allowed, by the statute and law that having the flag at half-mast is for. But still, when you do one thing for literally everybody, you should do it for literally everybody and not be fucking petty.
Well, after immense amounts of criticism, he has released a statement about John McCain, and the flag has been returned to half-mast, where it will stay until his internment. So, you just have to criticize him enough first.
Yeah, I mean, go figure.
I mean, if it makes him look bad, then he's not interested in it, right?
Well, of course. He's always trying to save face, man.
That's what he cares about. But back to the actual subject at hand, beyond the
yes, thank you, Jin. The flag penal code.
Beyond the headline and the crap about Trump, the important thing is to just take a moment to recognize the incredible man that was John McCain and everything that he both did and attempted to do for America. And he did leave, actually.
But also, don't forget some of his awful policies.
Sure.
Life is full of black and white and gray.
He also did something that was kind of neat, in my opinion. He left a exiting letter, essentially. He wrote a letter to America.
He's like, I'm going to die. Fucking here.
Yeah. Which basically, to summarize it for you, I do advise you to seek it out yourself. It was a very, very powerful, beautiful letter. Is that basically that he understands that shit be whack, yo. America is in a rough spot right now and is going through some very trying and troubling times. But America was built on the idea of change and moving itself forward, and encouraged us to continue on with that stance and belief, and that it will get better.
Yeah. And he also said that we should be tearing down walls, not making them.
Yeah. Because one last fuck you to Trump.
Yeah, no, absolutely. In your closing, like, outro to your own life, like, goddamn.
Just fingers, double barrel.
Mm-hmm.
Amazon hired an army of employees to say nicer things about it on Twitter, and it shows how big its reputation problem has gotten.
This is submitted by Hawkilt to our news.
which, I mean, Army's a little bit of a stretch. They are currently actively paying, at their pitiful warehouse wage, 12 employees to be FC ambassadors, which are employees that just go onto Twitter and talk about their positive experiences working for Amazon. They also will gang up on people that are speaking negatively about Amazon in an attempt to protect Amazon's reputation that has been tarnished by media reports.
Jesus Christ, Jeff Bezos.
They're also encouraging the hashtag #IGoWhenIWant in regards to the whole bathroom thing at Amazon. Oh, I go when I need to. I'm sorry.
Well, Amazon sucks ass, and we should probably stop using them in favor for a better service. We can hop on the Chinese bandwagon, but then again, it's Chinese, so I don't know if we want to go to Alibaba yet.
You know how you make your reputation better, Amazon?
Stop being dicks.
Yeah, be better. Pay your employees enough that they aren't on welfare and need food stamps and need rental assistance because you don't pay them enough.
Oh, absolutely. But, I mean, I guess that might be a little too much to ask for.
Yeah. One thing I do want to bring up, though, not to defend Jeff Bezos at all, because he is right now one of the scummiest scumbags on the planet. Mm-hmm. A lot of people have been talking about Jeff Bezos' wealth, which right now is increasing at like $250 million a day or something ridiculous like that. I want to just remind everybody that when you hear someone is worth, like what Jeff Bezos is worth, which is like $150 billion, and you hear that their wealth is increasing by $250 million a day, that is not actual money that they have. Jeff Bezos' wealth is almost completely derived from how much stock he owns in Amazon. And if Amazon as a company does well and its stocks go up, that increases his wealth, his net worth. The amount of money he actually has in the bank account is probably very different. It's probably still an absolutely disgusting, exorbitant amount of money. But just keep that in mind when you're like, oh man, he gets an extra $250 million a day that he can just do whatever he wants with. Not quite.
Not quite. It's a little different. I mean, he probably does. Like, let's think about it for a second.
I doubt it, but...
He's Jeff fucking Bezos.
He's Jeff Bezos.
He'll take all of that money from the goddamn employees if he could.
He's just...
He would kidnap 1,000 children before he'd let that company die.
Monsters Inc. Good work, sir. Now, I mean, that said... He's also the CEO. He's the guy in charge. He's the one that is also directly able to make these decisions and changes so that people get paid reasonable amounts of wages. So still hold everything against him because, like, yeah, he's the best person to hold that knife to.
Yeah, I mean, he's like the majority shareholder, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
Yeah, so he's the dickhead.
He is.
It'd be like if Danny Rand was actually, a giant asshole instead of nothing but a giant child, even though Danny Rand in the Netflix TV show kind of sucks ass compared to actual Danny Rand.
Hey, Nathan.
What?
I'm Mr. Meeseeks! Look at me! What you care about in the last 72 hours?
We're going to watch a lot of viewership drop. I cared about a thing. Oh, man, where'd it go? Here it is. The Monster Hunter PC weapon popularity came out for August.
Okay.
So it shows the percentages of people using those weapons in Monster Hunter World.
I've been using Insect Glaive.
Yeah, that is number 5 at the moment at 9%. I'm just going to run down it.
So
number 1 is Longsword at 17%.
Okay.
Number 2 is Bow at 15%.
Okay.
Number 3 is Dual Blades at 11%.
I'm sorry.
Number 4 is Charge Blade at 11%.
Sure.
Number 5 is Insect Glaive at 9%.
Yeah.
Number 6 is Great Sword at 8%.
Makes sense.
Number 7 is Hammer at 6%.
Okay.
Number 8 is Switch Axe at 5%.
Okay.
9 is Heavy Bowgun at 5%. 10 is Sword and Shield at 3%.
Damn.
11 is Gun Lance at 3%. Light Bowgun at 3%. And then 13 is Hunting Horn at 2%. And 14 is Lance at 2%.
Damn. Does that add up to 100%? That didn't sound like enough.
I don't know. Let's find out.
I mean, it probably does, but...
Calc. So, we've got... Let's 17 plus 15 plus 11 plus 11 plus 9 plus 8 plus 6 plus 5 plus 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 2 plus 2. 100%.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Suck it, nerd.
I mean, am I the nerd if I couldn't do the math?
Yes, because you would be a geek if you could do the math.
Got it. Okay.
Suck it, nerd!
What else did you care about,
Yeah.
sir? Anything else or just that?
No, that's really it. I just care about Monster Hunter. I like it a lot, and I'm really upset that the fucking Lance is number 14, because the Lance is such a nuanced weapon. It is the most consistent damage output throughout the entire fucking game.
I found it
Fuck
boring
the
as
dual
shit,
blades.
so...
What is that?
I said I found it boring as shit. I also found the
Well,
dual blades
you also
boring
don't
as shit.
understand the nuances of the Lance.
That's
I
fine.
bet you didn't know how to do the proper counter fucking points, or the fucking hunker down counter, or even the dash forward lunging jump.
Don't care.
Exactly, because you just you played the weapon for maybe like a split second and then gave up.
For about
You
2
didn't-
minutes.
You didn't get in the nuances of it. It is the best weapon because of tomatoes.
If the basics of it is boring, that's about as far as that goes to me.
Don't understand. It's not boring. It's consistent.
Whatever you say, buddy. Thing I cared about in the last 72 hours is GCI, General Communications Incorporated, also known as our almost sole choice for local service providers in the wonderful state of Alaska.
Yeah, it's pretty great.
So I am moving from my iPhone 7 Plus here over to the Samsung Galaxy Note 9, which released on Friday.
Yeah, you finally getting something good.
And GCI, when I got my iPhone, it was a very quick, easy, painless experience. Trying to get this Note 9 has not been. So I pre-ordered it, especially because if you pre-order the phone, you get a free, like, super nice set of headphones.
Ooh.
And I was like, cool. I don't actually have to pay the full price of the phone. I just say I want one. Neat. All right. And so I pre-ordered it. They called me Thursday night. The phone came out on Friday. Called me Thursday night confirming my pre-order. You still want the phone? Yes, I still want the phone. Cool. Friday rolls around. I don't hear anything. Don't hear anything. Don't hear anything. Okay. So I go into the GCI store. Ask them. And they're like, well, we live in Alaska. They're on their way. We haven't actually got them yet. Okay. Thanks.
Wow.
And I'm like, makes sense. I understand that. It's Alaska. Like, shipping to us where everyone hates us. So I don't hear anything on Friday. Don't hear anything on Saturday until 8 o'clock Saturday night. Okay?
Jesus, that's pretty late.
Yeah, 8 o'clock on Saturday night. You still want your phone? Yes, I've already had this conversation. I would like my phone. Cool. We have them now. Cool. Can I go pick it up? No. Why not? I was like, I know you guys are open on Sunday. I can go in on Sunday and pick it up. Nope, no, you can't. Well, why not? Well, turns out that it used to be that you could go to a GCI store to pick up your phone if you pre-ordered it, right? They no longer do that because they were running into the problem that they would send a phone to a store to be picked up for pre-order, and the store would sell the phone to someone who wasn't the person that pre-ordered it. Okay. I don't understand, like, if they couldn't, like, stick a sticky note on it or, like, the receipt or whatever. Nope, couldn't do it. They were still selling out pre-ordered phones to people that did pre-order them. Okay, cool. GCI had a service of they had a car that would drive around and deliver people's phones to them, right?
Uh-huh.
So I was like, can you just have the GCI car bring it to me? No. Why not? Don't have a GCI car anymore. Why not? Turns out they discontinued that service because instead of being a service that would bring you your device, it ended up being a service that would just drive devices from one store to another. Like your device is at the South store. Cool. Can I get it at the Midtown store? I guess. So they'd have the car move it there. No one was actually using it to deliver it to their house. And the reasoning for it was that people didn't want the GCI car showing up at their personal home because people are paranoid, apparently. Even though GCI already has your phone number, your social security address, your home address, like your credit card information.
Fucking stupid.
Yeah, people are ridiculous. Okay, So they're like, so can I keep, I was like, so how do I get the phone? And they're like, okay, can we confirm your address? Because we're going to mail it to you. You're going to mail it to me? Yeah, we're going to mail it to you. You're going to mail my $1,200 phone. Yeah. Okay. So they confirm my address. I get an email Sunday night that the phone has been shipped with a tracking number. All right. Check the tracking number this morning. Literally says it doesn't exist on the USPS's tracking site. Check it at noon. Doesn't exist. Check it at 5. Doesn't exist. Okay. Call GCI. I'm trying to talk to customer service for 40 minutes. You know what they tell me?
What?
Oh, yeah, the phone's been shipped. It shipped out on Friday. Yeah, is that so? Because you told me Saturday night that you hadn't shipped them yet. This says it was shipped out on Friday. Well, I don't have it. Well, let me see the tracking number. They check the tracking number. Let me call the shipping department. Okay. Call the shipping department. Call me back. Well, I'm on hold. Come back from being on hold.
Wait, how is this happening? You don't have a phone.
I shut up, Nathan. Come back to me. Okay, so they prepared it for shipment Friday night, but it wasn't picked up this morning, and they're hoping that it'll be picked up tomorrow and should be there to you by tomorrow, maybe
just
Wednesday.
Go in and get it?
No, you can't go in and get it, Nathan, because otherwise they might sell it to somebody that didn't pre-order the phone. So, not only did GCI have them on Friday, I might not get it till Wednesday. And, like, I understand a part of me is like, I'm entitled to shit, I want my new phone. Part of me is like, this is absolutely ridiculous. I totally would have driven myself to wherever you have them to pick it up. But apparently that is asking too much from you guys to save you guys money on postage and everyone's time that I can't go pick it up.
That's fucking ridiculous.
What the fuck, GCI?
That is a fucking trip, dude.
Yeah, so we'll see if my phone is here tomorrow. Might not be till Wednesday.
Well, have fun with that.
Like, they made it as inconvenient as possible.
Wait, so who was phone?
Shut up, Nathan. What the hell's wrong with you? All right, anyway, you ready to get out of here?
Yeah.
Cool. All right, let's do that then. Everybody, if you would like to consider supporting this show monetarily, you can go to patreon.com/dailyinternet or pick up some merchandise in the link below. Beyond that, there's so many other ways you can support us. 5-star reviews on our audio-only platforms such as iTunes, Stitcher, and Google Play, and anywhere else podcasts are found. You can follow and share the show on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and Reddit, all of which are at iReaditCast. If you want to follow me on social media, I'm at Schwahn Michael, and Nathan is at Bimmenstein. Just tell someone else about the show, see if they like it, see if they want to continue listening to it, and that helps us immensely as well. Otherwise, that's it, everybody. That's your 509th dose of the internet. I am Michael Schwahn.
And I'm Klaus Shave.
And please remember, everybody.
Well, I didn't vote for you.
Goodbye.
Bye.